from passport offices, state embassies, and then international airports. They are young, educated, skillful, but desperate to leave. A vast wave of emigration is sweeping through Nigeria. Visa applicants arrive here, one of the visa centers in Lagos. More applicants bearing envelopes troop in and out of several other foreign embassies and visa centers. Some contact their agents seeking shortcuts or faster ways of completing the process, but their patience is tested as they're made to wait for many hours and sometimes the whole day without success. For some, it's a journey that begins with hope but often ends in despair. Some Nigerians dispose of their properties in distress sale, and some also borrow monies to migrate in search of greener pastures. Others are promised jobs abroad that don't exist, and in the process, many are scammed. On the flip side, it's a beehive of activities as hawkers cash in on the situation to market their products. But let's put some numbers to this scenario. Some experts are concerned about the negative implications.
Nigeria is blessed when it comes to natural and human resources. We are blessed in both ways, and it's disturbing in the fact that the best are leaving in terms of medical doctors and nurses and engineers, and a lot is just leaving the country.
But it's a sentiment others disagree with.
The Japa syndrome is a two-way street. What's the two-way? We tend to pay attention only to the outflux of people who are applying for school, applying for skilled hire, and relocating to other climes. Nobody is paying attention to how many people are actually returning to Nigeria. I mean, if you take a good statistics, which I would like to point out, a great number of the businesses in the private sector today that are either unicorns, startups, thriving businesses were set up by people who we classify as returnees.
Nigeria continues to lose medical experts to other countries, but as doctors continue to leave, shrinking the healthcare workforce drastically below the WHO's recommendation of 1 doctor to 1,000 patients. Dr. Jean Nassar, a Lebanese IVF specialist, has been practicing in the country since 2020. He wants the government to improve the quality of healthcare delivery in order to reduce the number of doctors leaving the country, as well as curb medical tourism.
All the health system here need to be more, if you want, taken care of. We need more good hospitals, good centers, and we need mostly the good doctors not to leave, and good nurses also. Good nurses and good doctors should not leave Nigeria, but for them not to leave, we should offer them maybe good centers and good hospital, so they can still work here.
These analysts agree that the government must take this as a challenge and make living in the country so attractive so as to discourage the massive exodus of citizens.
One of the things we always advise governments to look at critically is the value that their bilateral relationships with other countries is producing for our citizens. I mean, the ease of doing business, quality of living, exchange programs, whether it's educational programs or business programs, access to exchange treaties. These things are very key to ensuring that one country can create an enabling environment, not only for our citizens, but to attract foreigners who consider that place a great place with ease of doing business.
I don't think Nigerians are asking the government for too much. I think if the government can prioritize energy in terms of power, infrastructure, and Nigerians just want to see a government that is ready to invest in the people. in trying to eradicate poverty.
So the expression on the faces of these visa applicants tell the story of desperation. They want to get out of the country by all means and all cost. That's why some go through the Sahara Desert and others attempt to cross the Mediterranean Sea, thereby putting their lives in harm's way. But the big question perhaps is just how green is the pasture on the other side. From the Victoria Island area here in Lagos, Kelly Egiga, Channels Television News.